Answering some of the most commonly asked questions on procurement from the web. Hi, I'm Callum from Telso Procurement, and I'm here to speak to you today on behalf of procurementexpress.com. And today's question is, when should we replace or decide to continue with an existing supplier? So the answer to this question is that it all depends on a number of factors. The first is the supply market. It's one thing to say you want to replace a supplier, it's another thing to think about who you're going to replace the supplier with. So if you're thinking about replacing a supplier, you need to ensure that there are a sufficient number of suppliers out there that can supply you to the relevant quality standard you require. The second variable is how important is that particular item or category to your business. The more important it is to your business, the more likely it is that you may decide to develop and build a relationship with that supplier. The less important, combined with the fact that there are many suppliers in the market, allows you to switch supplier easily. And the third factor to consider is whether the supplier is willing to improve. It's good practice to always give a supplier the opportunity to improve. So provide them with constructive feedback in the areas that they can improve. This can be done through a regular KPI review meeting. If they do improve, then there's less reason to replace them. If they don't improve, then that should be a call to look for other suppliers. I would just add two additional points. When deciding to switch supplier, do go through an organized termination process. So first of all, abide by the terms of the contract with respect to termination, giving the right notice. But also make sure that before you terminate a contract, you have identified and begun the contracting process of the new supplier. And the final point with the termination process is that there may be a period where you have dual supply, and that consists of the old supplier offboarding and the new supplier onboarding. And this is to ensure that there's no disruption while the new supplier begins to supply you, because traditionally there may be some disruption due to the new supplier not understanding your processes. So by having the old supplier still supplying you, you mitigate the possibility of disruption. With regards to supplier development, the key to supplier development is to recognize the need to develop that supplier along the lines I've explained, but also the need to develop the relationship with the supplier. And that involves sharing resources, being transparent with your supplier, sharing forecast data, for example, sharing feedback that you get from your own client to the supplier to help them improve their own supply to you in order for you to respond to any changes in your own customer needs. If you have any questions you'd like me to answer on procurement, please go to procurementexpress.com, where we have a free procurement fundamentals training course.